Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm Joy and this is Yoga Joy. You're welcome to subscribe to my channel if you wish to. So this is a lovely gentle practice. We stay low down and it's all about calming the nervous system. Just, activating the vagal nerve, which is really important for our nervous system, and to engage our parasympathetic, which is part of the nervous system, which is rest and digest. Just allowing us to rest and just come back to ourselves. Just be still, find the peace, the inner peace that we always have residing there. And just allow our sympathetic nervous system, the other part of our nervous system, fight or flight, get up and go. Just take a moment to relax, and we can allow our parasympathetic just to have a bit of a holiday. So it's all about relaxing our nervous system. So finding yourself in any comfortable seated position. So it doesn't have to be cross-legged. Of course, you can be sitting in a chair. Some of these parts of this practice you would probably want to get out of your chair. But just find any comfortable seat for you. You might want to use a block or a blanket to sit on. And we'll take a moment to just very gently rest in this space wherever you are, whether you're in a room or outside, in a tent, wherever you may be. Just take a moment to relax. Come back to yourself, find a connection with yourself. However busy your life is, whether you're feeling over-energized or anxious or however you're experiencing your nervous system right now, just know that you have this deep peace residing within you. That's your true self. Relaxation is your true self. Your innate state of being. And so with the breath, we're finding this place of stillness. Gently deepening your inhale and softening your exhale. Finding your steady in-breaths and steady out-breaths. Noticing how your belly, your ribcage, your chest expand on the inhale, keeping your shoulders soft, drop from the ears. Notice how your chest, your ribcage, your belly gently soften back towards the spine as you exhale. And feeling yourself grounded, connected to the mat, connected to the earth beneath the mat. And placing your hands on the earth in front of you. You can still have your eyes closed if you wish. Let's take a moment, feeling the connection, the grounding with the earth. The earth and your own root energy center, Muladhara. That's your base, feeling of security, connection, safety, sense of home. And bring the hands to the heart center, place of love, anahata, the heart center. Loving kindness, connection with all beings. And arms up to the sky. Pranamudra, which is the gesture of the energy connecting ourselves with the whole of the universe, higher consciousness. Sahasrara being our energy center here at the crown of the head. Moment of connection. And bring the hands overhead in Namaste and down through the centers to the heart. We'll start with a pranayama, a breath regulation exercise called nadi shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. So we bring the index finger and the middle finger in. You can just do it any way you want to, it's fine. But this is called Vishnu Mudra traditionally. So we're going to be blocking the right nostril with the thumb and the left nostril with the ring finger. But you can do it with your little finger or even just with your index finger. Don't feel like you've got to do this. And so alternate nostril breathing is just breathing in through the right side. We won't do any holds. We'll just breathe in through the right side, out through the left, in through the left, out through the right. And eventually we'll just do it in our own time, but I'll guide you to begin with. So closing the left nostril, keep closing my eyes, I'm so chilled. So closing your left nostril with your ring finger and breathing into the left. Closing off your nostrils and then out through the left. Breathing in through the left. Closing both nostrils, out through the right. In through the right. Close, out left. Into the left. Close, out right. In through the right. Close, out left. Now you can make these longer and slower, so do it in your own time. In left, close, out right. And now in your own time. Do slow down if you wish. It will bring your nervous system down, any anxiety, feeling of stress, it will just bring it down. And if it's too confusing with the hands, don't worry. You can just breathe deep, steady breaths, long, slow breaths. And with the last breath, you breathe in through the right, and then a very long, slow breath through the left. And release down when you're ready, when you've finished. And take a few full, deep breaths. So nadi shodhana is really good for the hemispheres of the brain, for Ida and Pingala, which are the energy snakes, as it were, coming through the spine. Just the sun and the moon on the left, sun on the right. Yeah, there's a whole philosophy behind this. So it's all about calming. Yin and yang, as they would say in yang, is Chinese rather than Indian. Okay, so keeping this feeling of centeredness throughout our practice, and then we'll slowly release the legs, stretch out your legs, and you can move any padding you have behind, so either you're on a block or your own padding. And we'll bring the arms up, so we're opening up the chest. And gently exhaling, fold forward anywhere that feels good. We'll take a few flows. Inhale and exhale. And if you don't want to flex your legs, because flexing the legs is more of a stretch on, flex your feet, sorry. It's more of a stretch on the back of the legs. But you can just loosen your feet as well. You can do that. Inhale up and then exhale. Lovely. And finding a place. So wherever that is, you can always use a strap if you wish to. Otherwise, just be here. Just find your own place. Most of my practices, you don't actually need props. Some are suggested. Just taking some nice steady breaths. So dropping through your shoulders, rounding your back a little bit. We'll be lengthening as we inhale and then softening as we exhale, being careful of your lower back. If there's any lower back issues, you can just bring yourself back up or bend your knees more. Place a rolled up blanket or bolster underneath your knees. And find the inner stillness. So keeping this steady, soft stillness throughout your practice. And then slowly making your way back up and bring the hands behind, place the feet down, and we'll lift up into a hammock and just slowly move from side to side. So looks like this from the side. If you want to do a reverse table, you can, lifting up a bit stronger. And placing your legs down. That's lovely. Okay, so we're going to move into Janu sirsasana on with the right leg out. It's sometimes you can just call it one leg forward fold. So we're going to look at the big toe and then bring the hand down turn to the left leg, the bent knee, and gently come over in the C shape. We'll start with this and then we'll move over into the forward fold. So taking circles with your left arm. And if you wish to have a drishti, to kind of meditate, an eye gaze on your, for this practice, you can follow your hand with your eyes in a vague way, or lifting your head up and then down, and then bring the hand to stillness. Inhale, lengthening through the crown, and then gently softening this. Now your drishti, your eye gaze is at your big toe, so folding forward. Lovely. So again, you could take hold of your foot, your shin, the floor. So it's similar to the forward fold we just did with both legs, which gets called Paschimottanasana. This one, Janu sirsasana, and just with one leg. Similar forward fold. Lovely. And begin to bring yourself slowly up. That's perfect. And we'll come into a twist over to the bent knee. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, softening into the twist. So feeling your body being energized in some ways by the movement and the breath, and then also just gently calmed by the movement and the breath. So there's a real balance in yoga. We're allowing our body to find its balance again, to rebalance. And then back to center. And we're reconnecting with ourselves. And lengthening the left leg, and we're coming into the wide leg, the seated wide leg position. So taking a breath in, and exhale over to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. So taking a few flows here. That's lovely. That's nice. Just keeping the flow is at the pace that feels right for you. It's probably quite slow. Do what's the right movements for you. And then gently coming up and finding your center and moving forward into the forward fold. Lovely. That's great. And slowly moving back up. Perfect. And then bring your right leg in. So we're going to do the same again. We're going to have a look at our big toe. Bring our hand down, turn to the bent knee, and then over. Bring the right arm up, and then gently taking circles. Always follow with your eyes, a little bit with your head. This is mobility of the shoulder, arms stretching through the side body. With the breath, inviting this calming of the system. Invite your feelings of anxiety or whatever it is you've been feeling. Invite them to release. And Just gently relax into being here. And then finding your hand on the mat. Inhale, lengthening. Eye gaze at your foot. Inhale. And then exhale, fold forward. So you can find your place wherever it is. Gentle, deep breaths. So this is just softening through your shoulders, through your arms. Inviting your lower back all the way around it, probably around the right hip. You might be feeling it too. Might be feeling it behind your knee. You can always place something underneath your knee if it feels too much. Either knee, actually. And slowly, gently moving back up. That's lovely. Release the legs, hands behind, and gently rocking from side to side with your knees. Bring your knees back up. That's great. And coming on to all fours. So your hands are below your shoulders, knees are below the hips. Let's take a moment here in neutral spine on all fours. And then start to move your body any way that feels comfortable for you. So you might be snaking the spine, might be taking circles with the spine, flexions and extensions like the cat movements. Sometimes gets called cat-cow. Anything that feels right for your body. So wherever these movements are taking you, focus on the breath. And let your body have a good stretch and some lovely strengthening of the core. You could lift up the core, activate it. Lovely stretches while allowing the breath to really calm you down. And coming back to stillness for one moment, bring the hands a tiny bit further forward, and we'll gently drop the hips down and then back, and the chest comes down. So we're taking this lovely kind of rocking movement. Just doing it in the way that feels comfortable, because if you're feeling quite stiff around the middle, then you don't need to move down as far as I am. Just be really careful. Take it nice and easy. And then coming up to a place of stillness here. And we'll bring in our pigeon posture, kapotasana, just for a little bit on each side. So we're going to bring the right leg underneath and the left leg stretching away. If pigeon isn't right for you, it just doesn't feel good, you can do this lying on your back, which I'll show you in a moment. So if you're doing pigeon, you might have a rolled up blanket underneath your right hip here, because that can be really helpful, or block. Taking a breath in and then exhale, fold forward. Coming into this wonderful, strong glute stretch. If you enjoy this posture, it can be really a great way of releasing tension around your hips, which can help release tension in your body, in yourself. And so staying in Pigeon for a little bit, few breaths. And if you find Pigeon too difficult, you can come on your back. Your right ankle is on your left thigh, and you can bring your hand through, your right hand through, and clasp behind your thigh or your shin, wherever it is. You can use a strap, put something underneath your head if it all feels like that. And then, of course, when we do the other side of Pigeon, you'll be doing the other side. It's exactly the same, but the other side. So those of you who've been in Pigeon for quite a while, you can gently bring yourself back up. Then ease back into a down dog. And just walk out your dog. Lower your knees down and find Pigeon on the other side. So your left knee is roughly underneath your chest, and you might be putting a rolled up blanket or a block underneath your left hip. I usually do that. So inhale up and then exhale down. It helps to stabilize your hips and your sacrum so that you're in line with the mat. And taking some really soft, gentle breaths here. Just feeling quiet, inward reconnection with yourself. Allowing your body to relax. Allowing your breath to calm, relax you. And slowly making your way up. And we'll come back into downward dog again before making our way down onto our backs. Just for a final little bit of movement before coming into Shavasana. So the knees can come into the chest. Move from side to side. Coming into happy baby. So you've got your hands at your feet. It might be that you need to have your hands around the back of your legs. If you need to do that. And then placing the feet together, the knees apart. If this is comfortable in Supta Baddha Konasana, it's a reclining cobbler. Maybe place one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. And taking some deep, steady breaths, gentle breaths. Either stay in reclined cobbler or come down into Shavasana, releasing your hands by your side and resting here for as long as you need to. I invite you to stay for longer than the video. Just do what you need to do. Feeling your body heavy here, held and supported by the mat. Gentle, soft breaths, just natural breath. And keep resting here. Or join me. Come onto your side. Resting on your side for a while. For as long as you need. And either staying in Shavasana or on your side. We might come up into seated. Just taking a few steady deep breaths. Thanking yourself for this practice. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. So wonderful to have you here, and it's always lovely to read your comments. And so subscribe if you wish, like this video if you wish, and see you again soon.
Flaming orb of truth and bliss, remove the veil so I can see.